covering sports throughout all of West Texas. This is News West 9 Sports.
With Sports Director Lucas Mayer.
I'm coming to you live from Grande Communication Stadium, where the eyes of high school football fans in the state of Texas are glued right here for one of the best rivalries in the entire state. It's the Permian Panthers, it's the Lee Rebels, and it's going down tonight.
From all the mechanical things that you're teaching these guys, little tips, baseball life advice, how do I get through these minor leagues? How do I survive? How do I become better? What do you say to them?
You know, I think it's important to enjoy each day as it comes.
While the physicality of MMA is often the main factor driving fan interest, there's also an abundance of mental exercise and preparation that goes into the sport. So much movement with quarterback, people transferring, people coming in, commits, decommits. So just give us the lowdown. What's going to happen behind center this season?
So football season is here. The Rockhounds look like they're going to make the playoffs, and we have the Jacks starting. It's a fun time for sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Game Time, another game of the week that pops off the board. And for the second time this season, the Monahans Lobos are involved. Forget the candy. The winning costume tonight is either going to be a Panther or a Bronco. The December issues for this team and its quarterback continue. At AT&T Stadium, Lucas Mayer, News West 9 Sports.
You've made your name as an offensive coordinator and some great success, some gaudy numbers out at Tarleton. But you were a safety. Yeah. How did that all happen?
All about defense at first. Dwayne Amoye says, not today, son. Just swats that thing back to Abilene. Blake Forsythe is as clutch as Maverick in Top Gun. At least he didn't end up like Goose. Hounds take the lead on the RBI single. Now you want more Nate Long strikeouts, and you get more Nate Long strikeouts. Conrad Gregor is swinging, Rene Garcia is looking, Nate Long is dealing.
Jumping back to yesterday, because we can do that, right, Andrew?
We can turn time back here in News West 9.
We're powerful.
Today, a former local baseball player, now in the MLB, was traded, and he's headed back to the state of Texas. Now, we've covered a couple of teams, but hey, that's not all that's going on out here. We got teams all over the Permian Basin starting their seasons. High school athletes took the sports world headlines today. National Signing Day, and we have plenty of people making their dreams come true. And here comes Tobin Tannehill on a straight QB run. He goes the distance. A huge rushing touchdown, about 60 yards. Steers lead at 21-14. It's 27-14 Big Spring after another score. But how about Torrey Kelly for the Stangs? Bobbing, weaving, juking, coming up just short of a touchdown. What a run from Kelly. That is NFL level stuff. 22-17 MHS. Ty Kendricks, Gary Ringo rims out, but Nate Rogers there for the putback jam. Throw it down, big fella. Next possession, same score. Courtney McMarion out to Justin LeClaire for three. It's up, it's down, it's good. All right, now what's interesting about Andrews is they kind of got tossed around in the redistricting. Lots of new teams going on. After going down 21-0 in the first quarter, the Permian Panthers needed to reevaluate their mindset. They did that on the sidelines. Then when they got back onto the field, it was a different mojo team that ended up winning 49-28 and heads to regionals. Grand Falls is state champions of six-man Division II after a 73-28 Mercy Rule victory over Milford. I think what we know is that this year, once again, that fourth spot, it may come down to the final week just like last year. Merry Christmas, sports fans. There are only a few days left in 2014, so we figured it would be a good time to take a look back. Without further ado, the News West 9 Sports Year in Review. I'm out here at the Sandhill Stock Show and Rodeo, and I'm joined by bullfighter Nathan Hart. The Permian Gymnastics team, which has a long history of excellence, is gearing up for the Mojo Invitational. Cancer does not discriminate. Good deeds and hard work are not taken into account. Cancer is not fair. 19-year-old Odessa College shortstop Miranda Galindo, beloved by teammates for her passion and positivity, has found this out firsthand as she battles ovarian cancer.
I'd gotten the call like, you have a tumor on your ovary and we need to remove it right away. So in my mind I'm thinking, whoa, like that means surgery, like that means no softball, like I don't want that. Finally they had told me when I'd got home that I had cancer, and so it was like a big shock. Like at first I was angry, like why? Like how me? Why me, God? Like this just seems crazy. Like I do everything right, I feel like how could this happen to me?
Invited the girls to come in if they wanted to, and we did a little prayer for her, and then we found out that afternoon that her mother called me actually before Miranda woke up and let me know that they had found some cancer cells.
After having surgery to remove the tumor in February, Miranda has been undergoing chemotherapy treatment since late March. Her desire to get back on the field and support from her teammates has been integral in her battle.
My teammates, honestly, I couldn't do it without them. They're seriously my family.
I just wanted to be strong for her, is all I could really think about. And I knew she was going to be okay. I knew that, God has a plan for everyone, and she knows that.
The community has banded together in support of Miranda. Thoughts and prayers have come from many at Odessa College, Miranda's high school Midland Christian, and beyond. A day in her honor was held to help raise funds.
It has been beyond a huge blessing. Everyone's been so supportive and helpful, and I couldn't have thanked God for any other better people in my life.
Odessa College knows all too well about one of their own fighting cancer. Wranglers baseball player Orlando Collazo is back on the field this season after missing 2013 with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Cuando llegué aquí fue igual. Siempre me apoyaron en todo lo que ellos podían. Y nada, los compañeros de equipo siempre estuvieron ahí, aún los que no me conocían, que llegaron nuevos.
There was a bunch of kind things that happened here from our community going back, which I thought was outstanding because, when one gets touched, we all get touched.
And Orlando, much like Miranda, maintained an unflappable, positive attitude while using the goal of returning to the field as motivation.
And he hasn't used it as an excuse or as a crutch. He's been the same Orlando, which is outstanding. He's moving on with his life. He's going to go forward.
Que va a ser difícil, pero que luche cuando se sienta que no puede más. Solo piense en sus familiares y por volver a jugar softball, que pienso yo que es lo más que ella ama.
Miranda's fight with cancer rages on. The effects of chemotherapy have taken their toll, but the Wrangler shortstop keeps pressing forward.
But this is just part of the fight, just to stay positive, because I don't know, I like to show everyone that it's going to be okay, and I don't like them to think or feel sorry for me.
I guess it's the sports, the competitiveness is, everything is an opportunity to succeed. It's an opportunity for victory. And every time you fall, you have a chance to get back up and rise. And so I think it's expected of her.
It takes a special person to overcome cancer, but Miranda has gone a step further, using this experience to inspire those around her and discover a new inner strength.
How are we going to fight for Miranda? Miranda's fighting, and she's fighting every single day, and that's what we need to do. We need to fight for her. I think it just shows what kind of person she is. She's an amazing person with amazing looks on life.
I just think it's helped me really spiritually. It might have knocked me down in the beginning, but as the next day comes and the next day comes, I promise you it does get better. And so it's just something to look forward to. When you are better, it's something you can look back and say, it's done.